Hello, everyone. Welcome back to eDoor to the World. I am your host, Raymond. I hope you are feeling great today. Fika, it's so good to have you here today. How are you feeling?
I'm great, Raymond, and hello to our listeners. I'm Fika, and I'm super excited to be here today.
You seem extra excited. What's got you so enthusiastic?
Well, every time, Raymond, we come here, I feel like we open a little door to the world, a door full of surprises, discoveries, and ways that we can make a real difference for our planet. And today, I'm excited because we are talking about something very close to my heart, which is gardening.
I see. Did you garden when you were younger?
Yes, I used to garden in high school, and also my parents taught me how to plant vegetables, flowers in our backyard. So I loved watering them carefully and watching tiny seeds grow into healthy plants.
That sounds magical.
It really was. Gardening taught me patience, responsibility, and respect for our nature.
Okay, so are students in school still garden today?
You know what, Raymond? That's actually the sad part. Many schools in South Africa no longer encourage the kids to garden. Most schools focus only on, exams, technology, and indoor activities. Many young people think gardening is boring, basically, and old-fashioned. And schools often don't have the tools or the space or even programs to make it exciting. It's such a shame because gardening is a hands-on science, a way to help the environment and a chance to learn important life skills. So, Raymond, here's my question, and I'm curious here. Do schools in Taiwan encourage gardening, or do kids here still garden or take care of green spaces?
That's a yes. Some schools, they still have gardening clubs for students to take part in. So students, they learn how to plant veggies and flowers. But this is not for every school, so I think that could be different from in different cities, but that's a yes.
Okay, so they do. Is this encouraged by individual schools, or do cities or the government have like programs where they encourage or where they fund these projects?
I do believe there could be fundings from the government, but also some schools, they are enthusiastic about getting this. Yeah.
Okay, that's great to hear. With the right support, kids everywhere can reconnect with nature, learn about the environment, and even fight climate change in hands-on ways.
So, Fika, I always thought gardening was just for fun or for food, right? How does it actually help the environment?
Okay, Raymond, gardening is like giving the earth a big hug.
Wait, a hug?
Yes. Plants clean the air, improve soil, and even fight climate change. So they take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen. So some plants even filter out bacteria and pollution.
That's amazing. I never knew gardening could do all that.
And it doesn't stop there. Gardens give food and shelter to bees, butterflies, birds, and small reptiles. These little creatures help keep the ecosystem balanced.
Okay, so gardens are like mini superhero habitats, right?
Absolutely. Plus, gardening teaches science, creativity, and sustainability, especially for students. It's fun, hands-on learning that makes communities greener and cooler.
So, Fika, here's my question. Can science help gardening too?
Absolutely, Raymond. For example, gardeners choose plants that clean polluted soil, store carbon, or attract helpful insects.
So it's not just planting randomly.
Smart planting makes gardens more effective. Even leaving roots in the soil after harvesting feeds helpful microbes and improves fertility. And planting trees near homes provides shade, keeps houses cooler, and saves energy.
Wow, so it's science, arts, and environmental protection all in one.
Exactly. Every garden
Great.
is a small but powerful way to care for our planet.
Are there people who actually use gardens to help the environment?
Yes, people around the world are creating community gardens, rooftop gardens, and rain gardens. Even small gardens help reduce city heat, provide homes for pollinators, and filter rainwater naturally.
That's really cool. What about in schools?
Well, in South Africa, some schools have started gardening clubs where students grow vegetables and flowers. Governments and communities can support them by giving them seeds, tools, compost, and fun competitions. That way, gardening becomes exciting, hands-on, and rewarding for kids.
So it sounds like it's about learning and having fun while helping the environment.
Absolutely, Raymond. Students learn teamwork, working together, creativity, and responsibility, all while protecting the planet. But Raymond, I think the real challenge is getting kids involved early on.
That's right.
If we can show students how rewarding gardening can be, imagine how much bigger the impact could be.
Yeah, right, Fika. That makes me wonder, how can schools, governments, and communities actually encourage students or kids to start gardening again?
Okay, great question, Raymond. So schools could start gardening clubs or include small gardens in lessons. They could make it fun with competitions like Biggest Tomato or small colorful flowers. Kids love games, and this makes learning hands-on and exciting for them.
That would definitely make gardening more appealing.
Yes, governments can also help by providing seeds, tools, compost, and funding for school gardens. They could run campaigns to show students that gardening is cool, useful, and important, not just an old-fashioned chore.
Wait, what about communities?
Communities can support schools, volunteer to help, or create community gardens near schools. Local businesses as well can sponsor the gardens, and the older students or parents can mentor the younger ones.
Wow, that's a great way to get everyone involved.
Absolutely, Raymond. Another huge benefit, gardening can help fight hunger.
Fight hunger? How does that work?
Okay, let me explain to you. When students grow fruits and vegetables at school or in the community, they eat fresh, healthy food or share it with others. For some families, this supplements their meals and helps reduce hunger. So gardening teaches responsibility, teamwork, science, nutrition, and also provides food.
So if schools, governments, and communities all work together, gardening can become a big part of students' life again, right? And
exactly, Raymond.
Yeah, and help both the planet and people.
Exactly. Imagine a world where every school has a garden, every student learns to grow their own food, and communities come together to support them. That's a world that's greener, healthier, and more connected.
Fika, what can students or listeners do to support gardening and help the environment?
That's a great question, Raymond. So there are so many ways. You can plant vegetables, flowers, or trees at home, school, or even on a balcony. Leave roots in the soil after harvesting to improve soil health. Use compost instead of chemical fertilizers. Create gardens that attract bees, butterflies, and birds. Organize gardening clubs or fun competitions in schools.
I like these ideas. So even small gardens make a big difference, right?
Yes, indeed. Every seed you plant is a step toward a greener, cleaner, and cooler world.
Okay, Fika, let's learn some new words today.
Our first word, Raymond, is carbon footprint.
碳足迹.
It means the amount of carbon dioxide a person, company, or activity puts into the air. Gardening helps reduce our carbon footprint.
Got it. Next.
Next one is ecosystem.
生态系统.
It means all the living things in an area how they interact. Gardens support ecosystems by giving animals and insects food and shelter.
Okay, great. And the last one?
And the last one is raingarden.
雨水花园
This is a garden designed to capture rainwater and filter it naturally before it reaches rivers or streams. Rain gardens help protect waterways and all the plants and animals that live there.
Okay, learning these words really helps us understand how gardening protects the planet.
Indeed.
Okay, students, remember you can always visit different platforms like Facebook or websites to answer our questions for today's episodes, and you can stand a chance with some amazing prizes. So, Fika, what is our question for today?
You know what, Raymond? I'm going to allow you to ask the question today.
Okay, Fika, you're giving me such a big responsibility. So here is a question. If you could plant one garden anywhere, backyard, balcony, or school, what would you plant and why?
This is a great question. Now, think about it. You could grow vegetables, flowers, or trees. You could create a rain garden to protect rivers and streams. You could also design a pollinator garden for bees and butterflies. Even small gardens make a big difference. So write to us and tell us what your garden would look like.
That is it for today's episodes. We have learned so much how gardening can help the environment in so many different ways, from cleaning the air and soil to helping wildlife and even fighting climate change.
Thank you for joining us, everyone. Remember, even small gardens make a big difference. With support from schools, as we said before, communities and governments, kids everywhere can reconnect with nature, grow their own food, and make the world a greener and healthier place.
And don't forget, as we said before, our listeners have a chance to win amazing prizes if you answer today's question. If you could plant one garden anywhere, backyard, balcony, or school, what would you plant and why?
Yes, so get planting and creative and send in your ideas. Every little action counts. Keep exploring, stay curious, and keep making the world greener, one garden at a time.
Bye-bye,
everyone. Happy gardening and see you on the next episode. Bye-bye. This program is sponsored and brought to you by Taoyuan, ETRC Taoyuan.